Hi folks, it's another late night with Uncle Al. It's been a pretty busy day and working at church and stuff. I thank Courtney for trying to keep me on YouTube, but I'm going to finish up my 400 or 500 videos and I'm quitting YouTube for two reasons. I'm tired, I'm getting old. Alright? A lot of people, they don't really care and they don't understand. And this is 2040. Alright, I do leave in my descriptions hints, Easter eggs, but people never read it. They don't really care. What happens in 2040? The earth will be fine. It's just we're not going to be here. China's not going to be here. The United States isn't going to be here. If the world's lucky, I say lucky, humanity will be under 1 billion people. Under 1 billion people. Get that through your little heads, folks. That's 19 years away. And a lot of your scientists and politicians are going in the wrong direction. Seriously. They have no idea, have no bloody clues what they're doing. Okay, we got Captain Crazy and the Crazy Party in charge right now. They have no idea. It's CO2. Seriously, folks, if that was true, we've been dead in 1975. Okay, you can't lie math. All right, understand that. So what's going on with the weird weather this year? Well, if you watch Southern Ohio Prepping and a few other channels and my channel, I'm trying to tell people that certain areas, the water's getting warmer and the water is getting cooler. And people look at me like I just kicked their dog because it doesn't follow the, whatchamacallit, the fake show media stuff. It doesn't go with, whatchamacallit, blonde, frowny face girl in India, blonde. You know, Greta, or whatever. And Rihanna and stuff, they have no idea. They're not scientists. They're not mathematicians. They're not super geniuses. They're kind of idiots. They're basically shells. Every time I see environmental activists, I'm looking at them, you know why mankind dies out. And they'll give me, it's CO2. It's the greenhouse effect. The world's warming. And I kind of look at them like, they're nuts, okay? They're a cult, not scientists, a cult, okay? So when I talk about people, about survival and stuff, this is all related to 2040, they're all thinking, yeah, macho time, get guns, get all sorts of gear and gammo and, you know, last-ditch defenses, and we'll get guns and patterns and stuff and Tammys, and we gotta get giant knives. Now, okay, one of my favorite books, I do buy these to catch up and see how many mistakes that they make on food, water preparations, all sorts, because it's a hobby of mine. Okay, I do this as entertainment. Okay, if you want real good stuff, you watch Palmetto Prepared. Okay? I wouldn't use a fishing pole. I would throw bait and use a net. Alright? And I'll catch turtles, small fish, big fish. I don't care. I'm going to clean that area of all fish. And I'll be using a gill net. Palmetto Prepared did a 24-hour how to get food. Now, a lot of you are urban people. You don't know how to hunt, trap, or fish, and probably shoot yourself in the foot. Or like that poor guy, I forget where, some turkey hunter thought he was a turkey and shot a jogger. Now he's facing manslaughter and assault. I thought it was a turkey. Yeah, right. And then we have Corsair Trainers. Please check out his channel. Really good stuff if you're going to get a firearm. A lot of people are screaming, I want revolution. I want social change. Last idiot who said that really loud constantly in times of trouble was Adolf Hitler. Nobody ever listens to Uncle Al. So I do recommend watch those two channels, Palmetto Prepared and Corsair Trainer, and Old School Prepping if you're going to grow a garden. Now, bad thing about this, okay, it's a fantasy. Okay, it doesn't explain what are you beating the odds for. Okay, you got camouflage, you have an assault weapon, 5,000 rounds of ammo, and you never train with this stuff. And if you don't realize, if you're in a situation like a civil war, insurgency, civil uprising, you can be convicted on federal crimes. A lot of people don't explain to these rioters and stuff. And if the government is corrupt and helping them, go watch Steve's video. He has two sets. He has the active shooter and also why America is going, and that's a good one. I always tell people watch Steve's channel. Might be boring as hell, but he tends to treads off, but it's a very good channel. Now, a lot of people ask me, what's a good magazine? I keep telling them, I just got my new issue of Backwoodsman, all right? You can find these on Amazon, all right? And you can order it. They come online. It's a really good magazine. It's simple. It's easy. It's muzzleloading, wood lore, survival, history, homesteading, self-reliance, primitive living skills. Not this weird, get camo and get knives and wave it around and scream like a total idiot. It's going to be a quiet guy, probably like Uncle Al, dressed in his preaching shirt and a goofy kind of looking hat. And, first person I'm going to probably shoot is the idiots who, I'm going to riot, wear a mask, and scream. They'll probably get a 30-30 in their head, or the guy who jumps around and plays Rambo and has all this clanky gear. Okay? It's a fantasy. I keep telling you those. If you play like that, and you go out there in your cosplay or fantasy world, or you wave around a toy or airsoft gun, you're going to get your brains blown out. Truth. Okay? Now, I tell a lot of people, get this one. This is by Esther Dickey. She updated it. It's Skills for Survival. How Families Prepared. All right? Very simple. It's good. I've been reading this constantly because there's so much things that people miss and people doesn't understand, especially nutrition and cooking. All right? Which peeves me off because a lot of homesteaders and gardeners, well, I'm growing food. I'm growing lettuce. Okay, you're eating salad. That's less than 500 calories that you're consuming. You don't have any protein. You don't have any starches. You don't have any oils. And you're missing vital nutritional value. All right? A lot of vegans says, but we have this and that. But if you live in a harsh environment like Uncle Alan does, you don't have a chance for that kind of thing. Now, Anthony in Palmetto Prepared lives on the East Coast. His dirt stinks, but he lives in a woodland setting. And he's near the coast, and he has rivers and streams. Very hydrogeological active. I'm trying not to throw up. Active. So he has plenty of water. I live in the desert. We're having a mega drought. Hasn't been seen since 126 years ago. Okay? And a lot of it's caused by mankind screwing up the environment. They screwed up the Earth's hydrosphere so badly that we're having these weird storms. Now, a lot of people, oh no, it's CO2. If that's true, Uncle Alan's the next lotto winner. And Joe Biden's the president. Wait, he is the president. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But like I said, folks, you have to be careful what you hear out there. And 2020 is a doozy. All right, we're going to have this year, next year. Next year is going to be horrible. 2020 is the year of blood. I don't care because way everything stacks up, because I study things. Way everything stacks up. All right, you don't have a very good chance of survival. 90% of you are going to die unless you're out of the cities. And a lot of people, oh, the cities are fine. No, they're not. All right, corruption, stupidity, bad, both parties bad stuff. Every time they say infrastructure, that's code for we're dumb shits, we don't know what we're doing. Infrastructure. So they print out more money. What they're doing is raising inflation. Now, they did this in the Weimar Republic. And look what happened to that. You had Adolf Hitler pop out. Do you want another Adolf Hitler in the next couple of years? Okay, I'm looking at Stacey Adams. She could be the first one who could do it. So understand this. A lot of people don't read the fine print. They don't really care too often as they're staring into these things. This will kill you. When 19 years from now, 2040, if you're still alive, because Uncle Alan's not that well, if you're still alive and haven't listened to Uncle Alan's advice and start shoring up, getting more property, getting ready, and for you homesteaders and gardeners and people who wants to live off the grill, understand this. That's called the Zimbabwe effect. You're going to goof up someplace and you're going to die horribly. Your life expectancy is 58 because you're not going to produce that much food. You're not going to do anything that gains capital or money or food on your little homestead. Get that through your little noggin. All right? So you grow an acre and a half of lettuce. Big whoop. That means you're going to eat a lot of salads, under 500 calories. A normal person needs 2,000 calories. If you do the calorie count, like the Nazis, the Japanese, and the Italians, you're going to starve to death. Okay? So think it very carefully. Now, I tell a lot of people, this is the truth, 2040 isn't very fun. Starting right now, if you go through my stuff, my videos, I'm warning you, every year the population will decline faster and faster. It's going to hit breakneck speed in 3 years. Okay? That's 2024. All right, you're going to notice a lot of people, you keep an eye on your kids. And a lot of people, you better understand what's going on. Because I gave you all the hints and stuff. I can't tell you the total truth. Okay, because a lot of you will be like, I don't have any chance to live and I'll jump off the cliff. I don't want my beautiful mountain scenery and there's another idiot jumping off and killing themselves. No. Okay? So I tell a lot of people, if you're smart, don't go to Washington, Oregon and dance around and look at the trees. I have friends there, like Old School Prepper and W.D. Glock. They don't want you there. They don't want your homeless, stupid ideas. Well, somebody's going to take care of me. Somebody's going to feed me. No, what's going to happen in the next 3 years, a lot of homeless people are going to get it. Now, they'll have programs and try to get it off the street, because I used to work with homeless people. And if your addictions or mental illness, if they can't solve it by then, a lot of hard people, hard men, will come out and blow your brains out. Okay? I read a lot of books. I read The Leaves of Merlin. I'm not kidding. So I tell a lot of people, get a job, get off the street, forget everything, but I want new clothes. I want tennis shoes. No. Get moderate clothes, moderate tennis shoes. Don't go for frills or fancies. or spending half your years watching this stupid thing or the boob tube or YouTube, because I know what's going on. All right? 2040, folks, 19 years. Now, mankind and our civilization will be coming to an end. The world will keep going and things will adapt, and we're going to be known as the most stupidest race on earth. And the survivors are going to be very embarrassed. Okay? There will be still humans, but like I said, small tribal groups. World population went 8 billion down to 1 billion. Okay? In 19 years. You can't stop it. You can't prevent it. A lot of people think, oh, we could escape to Mars and the moons and asteroid belts. Some do. Only 1 billion of them. They die horribly because a lot of people forgot things. We don't have thorium reactors on the West Coast. We do not have a proper grid. Okay, we're better than most of the other states. And we have too many roads and houses and apartments. Now, if Uncle Alan was in charge, I'll be blowing up certain areas, leveling it, planting trees, and making sure the environment's good, and filling out a couple of drained out lakes, and chopping the hell. Here, you could have that. Los Angeles, go back to Mexico. And Mexico's looking at that. Hell no, you take it. All right? Because a lot of people don't listen. Remember, 19 years, 2040. Everything's around you. This is not fear porn. I don't do fear porn. This is the truth. You look around carefully. You notice half the people, their faces are in this. Okay? Or they're delusional, or they're running around. I got spandex. We're going out into the woods to protest and beat drums. Okay, why aren't you clearing brush and clearing out poison oak and keeping nature in balance? Oh no, we just want to bitch and complain. No, that generation will die faster. Okay? I'm really serious about this, folks. Those two generations. Damn it, why did I write it? Uncle Alan keeps forgetting things. And here it is. Generation X. Generation X is now reaching 37 to 51. Generation Y, that's 22 to 36. Generation Z from 7 to 22. Add a couple more years because this is an old stuff. And then we got Generation Alpha Omega. Anybody under 7. Okay? Because once they reach, right now, in 2040, they're not going to make it. All right? That's why I call them Alpha Omega. But nobody ever listens to Uncle Al. I don't really care. Kind of sad. You showed so much promise, but you drifted off in intertribal warfare, lies, brainwashing. You know, I have to hand it to both parties when they started French frying people's head. And also the billionaires who took advantage. It's like, you know, YouTube's run by the Chinese, by their algorithm. And do you know that Twitter does a lot of child porn? But nobody ever catches that. And yet, they don't want to hear the truth. Okay, and I forgot what Snapchat does. Oh yeah, they do a lot of pornography on Snapchat. And Facebook's been selling your information since they began. And a lot of people, oh no, Facebook isn't that evil. You want to bet? Like I said, I should be the next big lotto winner. But I don't play. Because really, what do I need money for? Now, a lot of people, if you're thinking of saving the world, you won't save the world. You won't survive because you don't give Uncle Alan $2.17. Now, if half the United States did that, things would change. But no, you'll never do it. Okay, folks, you have a nice night. You think about that. Remember, 2040. We'll still be around in little, I guess, scumbag groups under 1 billion throughout the world's population, living on the remains of once a beautiful world. Night, folks.